What's up, guys? This is Andy and Adam here from the Music Emporium, talking to you today about the new Hill Country guitars from Collings. When Collings started moving towards a more lightly constructed flat top back in 2016 with their Traditional series, I think it's safe to say this is kind of where we hoped they would go. And this is the Hill Country series you can think of as sort of a natural progression of what started with the Traditional models back in 2016.
Sonically speaking, we're going to listen to this a little bit, but I think what you're going to really hear is the low-end register, particularly in this Hill Country guitar, just moves and behaves really differently. It really sounds like a vintage 30s or 40s guitar, super open, super fundamental focused, very just warm and kind of dry sounding. And then there's just some quick aesthetic differences on here that they've done. They've kept the aesthetic really similar, but just kind of elevate it in a few places. The hand-poured pickguard here, which they're making themselves in-house, it's embossed, kind of stamped on the back of the headstock with the Collings logo. And there's kind of tortoise heel cap and some other appointments that kind of tie the whole thing together.
Let's hear the guitar real quick, just so we can kind of talk about that for a second. This is the D1A Hill Country with a sunburst finish and a gloss option. And we also do have a D1A Traditional. So ostensibly very similar guitars, just one has the traditional build structure, one has the Hill Country build structure.
That's right.
So now we'll hear the kind of same thing on the D1A Traditional. So much of what's special to me about playing that Hill Country is the responsiveness of it. The neck profile is different. It's a bigger, kind of chunkier 1930s neck profile. It just feels different and it responds in a different way. You can feel the whole box and neck of the guitar moving in a different way. And the Hill Country has a lot of what people flock to a vintage guitar for, which is that real open, rounded kind of mid-range presence and a thump, for lack of a better word, on the low end. You know, everybody likes to drop bluegrass guitar, pre-war sound, et cetera, but I think what they're always talking about there is the power of the low end and why people use a dreadnought in a bluegrass band. It's a kick drum, basically. They want the thump, they want the real boomy low end when they lay into the guitar. And the Hill Country has that for sure in a way that I don't think any other Collings guitar does.
So the Hill Country guitars are going to be available in super limited quantities. We are taking pre-orders for them. So if you're interested in purchasing or ordering one, just get in touch with either Andy or I, and we can definitely walk you through that process.
Yeah, and we'll cut now to some more extended audio samples of a couple Hill Country guitars, dreadnoughts, and OMs, just so you guys can kind of hear a little bit more of the subtle differences between them. And again, all the links you need to contact us are in the video description. We thank you as always for tuning in. Leave us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.